Do not bring a gun to a night fight. It is night fight in DC K.O. Let's talk about what that means in this video. Hello, everyone. Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we're going to be doing a review for Night Fight number 1. This is a tie-in into the DC K.O. storyline. This is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Dan Mora, colors by Trona Farrell, letters by Tom Napolitano. Very, very cool main cover by Dan Mora, who is drawing, I don't know, half of the books over at DC Comics. I don't understand how Dan Mora has so much time to do all these books and Transformers on top of all that. But in this book, experience Batman's epic journey during the explosive DCKO event. So, if you haven't read the first issue of DCKO, there will be spoilers for that in this. So, keep that in mind. The Dark Knight is forced to take a different path in the tournament for the Heart of Apokolips, one that has turned Gotham into a deadly arena where Batman must battle against the Batman of the future. Who are these Batmen? Stay tuned to find out. Get ready for the greatest fight of Batman's life in this over the top crossover miniseries. This really is over the top. They are not underselling that. First of all, you're going to get so many first appearances here. Now, if you've seen some of the promotion, you know that this book is all about Batman fighting all the Robins to see which one finally rose to become and grab the cowl for themselves of the title of Batman. Quick setup. If you haven't read DCKO number 1, as I mentioned, there will be spoilers. Batman was taken out of the fight early on, very early on. The Joker got him, and now he's going on in his own journey. He has set up some kind of device to keep him in the fight, but we start off with him remembering just the time where he was able to just depend and rely on all his Robins, right? We have Dick Grayson, Nightwing. We have Jason Todd, the Red Hood. We have Tim Drake, and of course Damian, both with the title of Robin currently. But he knows that they are more than just his sons. They are more than just family. They are the leader, the rebel, the brains, and the heart. And nothing makes him happier. Nothing makes Batman happier than the fact that he's able to rely on them. But what happens when the Heart of Apokolips needs to still be recovered? Batman goes into this alternate future where the Robins have become Batman. But why is that? What did Batman do? That's what Joshua Williamson is trying to get to the matter of. What has Batman done that will change Gotham in this way? We get to see a legion of Robins. We get to see how the world has turned for the better. And then we also get to see how each one of these characters, from Jason to Dick to Tim to Damian, how they would handle the mantle of Batman and what would the city of Gotham and the world look under their protection. And then, of course, what has Batman done to ensure that this is kind of how things turned out. So it's very, very cool. I love this idea. Dan Mora gets to go all out because, first of all, he gets to draw multiple Batman. He's already put out the designs for everyone's suit, and they look super sick, including Batman getting his own new design. Bruce Batman. You get to see a lot of really cool Robins. You get to see how the world looks very different in this, like, almost like a neo noir Blade Runner type of world in the future. It's very cool. Dan Mora is just such a good artist. I will have to say probably top 5 DC comic artists currently, and they have so many good artists. And then, of course, like I said, very prolific. And Joshua Williamson knows these characters so much. I think he is so steeped in the lore of these characters. He's written pretty much everyone, right? He had a run on Batman. He's written Damian for a long time. He's written Nightwing. He really has just touched every little corner of this Gotham universe. So he's very familiar with them. So the characters sound very authentic. And then, as I mentioned, with the beautiful work by Dan Mora. And of course, you just get to see Batman fighting Batman. Like, that is one of the coolest things that you could experience. So I'm very excited to see where this series is going to go. It's going to be 4 issues, and I'm all here for every one of them. All right. Before we close this out, let's go check out the rest of these covers because I have a feeling that I'm gonna pick up more than one of this book. So here's the main cover, as I mentioned, by Dan Mora, and there's only 4 of these, so it's not too bad. Here we have this John Boy Myers cover. This is Batman's new suit, but as you can see, it's a little bit worn for wear. Let's see, we have this Carrie Andrews, very cool stylized Batman. Very like he looks enormous, but that's just kind of Carrie's style. And then we have this Fabrizio de Tomaso variant as well. These are all regular variants, so nothing too crazy. I don't see any ratio variants or anything like that. DC is doing a decent job of trying to make sure that I only spend about $20 on all these books. So very excited to go to my comic shop tomorrow and pick these up. And then of course, as I mentioned, we have the main cover by Dan Mora. This is so exciting. Such a great. It's one of these tie-ins for KO that you may not need to read, but you want to read because the premise is so bonkers. And then, of course, because it has some of the best art in the business. So, if you have read Night Fight, let me know what you think, what you thought about this issue. Also, who do you think will end up on top? Who's the Batman that will come out on top? Tell me your favorite in the comments, and of course, come back because we'll be covering this series top to bottom and all the DC KO tie-ins and DC KO shenanigans. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.